Welcome to Tellers Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is December the 6th, 2025. We got two results here. We got Smackdown and we got TNA Final Resolution because, ladies and gentlemen, I saw a lot of clips here and NXT is ruining TNA very much. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a face turn. Not a heel turn, a face turn. Did we get a heel turn? I don't remember. We got a heel turn. But we got Cedric Alexander. This is the pre-show. We got Cedric Alexander versus Eric Young. The winner of that match was Cedric Alexander after a brainbuster. He got a win. We have the System, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, and Moose. They're trying to find a replacement of JDC. They had Funaki's son. I forgot his name was. But Funaki's son, they wanted to see if he could join. They had Alicia Edwards, and ladies and gentlemen, former AEW superstars is in this match. Ladies and gentlemen, they had an open challenge, and it was against the Andersons, Brock Anderson and C.W. Anderson and Bear Bronson. Hold on, guys. Oh, never mind, we got keys here. Bear Bronson. We had Mike Satana versus Charlie Dempsey. The winner of that match was Mike Satana. We had Casey and Jesse McKay versus Tessa Blanchard and Victoria. They had Robert Stone in their corner for the Knockouts World Tag Team Championships. The winner of that match is still the champions, Casey and Jesse. We had Matt Cardona versus Mance Warner with Stephanie Lander in a street fight. The winner of that match was Matt Cardona. We got Stax versus Mr. Steve Maclin for the International Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, NXT stole another TNA Championship. Stax is the new International Champion. We have Li Yang Lee defends her Knockouts Championship against Zaya Brookside, and the winner of that match, and still the champion, was Li Yang Lee. Why would she lose the title when she just won the title at Gold Rush on NXT? We have the Rascals, Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, Myron Reed, and Desmond Xavier, a.k.a. Wesley, versus Order 4, Mustafa Ali, Jalen Schuyler, Jason Hutch, and Special H.O. Agent O. I saw a big clip with Myron Reed doing a cutter off of the turnbuckle onto Ali, onto everybody, and that was crazy. And I heard that Elijah pulled Ali with a horse. He hog-tied him, and he dragged him with the horse. We have the Hardys, Matt and Jeff versus NXT's High Rise, Tyson and Tyreek for the TNA World Tag Team Championships. And the winner of that match, and still the champions, was the Hardys. And we got a debut of the Righteous. They're coming up. Vincent and Dutch, they were on Ring of Honor. Vincent was on TNA before. Remember the Honor No More faction? He was part of that. And now he's back in TNA, but this time teaming up with Dutch. They interrupted the Hardys celebration to show that they're here and they want the tag titles. We had Leon Slater versus AJ Francis for the X Division Championship. AJ was about to win it if BDE didn't show up and Rich Swann did not turn on him. He got mad at a referee. He told Rich Swann to hit Leon Slater with a championship. Rich Swann grabbed it, but the referee said no, and then he got mad at her. I don't know what she did, but he got mad at the ref. And when she saw Rich Swann holding that championship, she covered her eyes, and Rich Swann hit AJ Francis with the X Division Championship. Leon Slater retains. We have Frankie Kazarian versus JDC for the TNA World Championship, and the winner of that match, and still the champion, was Frankie Kazarian. And a lot of things happened at the end of the show. Frankie was acting like a jerk to the boss of the TNA, Carlos Silva. But when Frankie was about to leave, the NXT guys came out and started beating up, because the System came in and tried to help JDC because he got knocked out. So they were checking on him because it's his retirement soon in January. So they were checking on him, and then the NXT stars come out and attack the system. And then they put some lighter fluid onto the mat, sprayed it on the mat, and it looks like they were about to burn the TNA logo that's on the ring. Until a whole bunch of TNA stars came out, we had a brawl, and then security guards came in, tried to stop everybody. Santino tried to stop everybody, and then here comes Stacks, punching his father-in-law in the head and knocking out Santino. And on their social media, Santino says he had enough. And what that means is that he's going to have a steel cage match. Team TNA versus Team NXT. They have this pay-per-view coming up in 2 weeks. It's called the Steel Cage. So that's what it is. They used to have a pay-per-view called Lockdown, but they're calling it Steel Cage. The Steel Cage. So that's what's going to happen there. And Ava needs to figure out who's going to be on Team NXT. I'm guessing it's going to be those guys that attacked everybody these past couple of weeks. Stacks, Lexus King, High Rise, Charlie Dempsey, Brooks Jensen. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting show. Now we got WWE Friday Night Smackdown. And they made Saturday's main event even more interesting. Remember what John Cena said. Main roster guys would be versing NXT guys. So we got Bayley coming to Nick Aldis. Because he talked to Ava, he talked to Adam Pearce. That she's going to have a match at Saturday's main event against Sol Ruca. So that's going to be an interesting match. And Ricky Sainz and Obafemi was there as well on SmackDown. And Cody just announced whoever wins their match at Deadline, they will face Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event. Big match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to start off the show, we got Drew McIntyre coming out. He's supposed to be suspended, and he thought that, I work with Paul Heyman, so I will stop being suspended. No, Nick Aldis says, no, it doesn't work that way. You listen to Paul Heyman, he give you lies. So Drew McIntyre went back in his car, and Cody Rhodes attacked Drew McIntyre in his car. He was in the car and smacking him around. And security guards grabbed Cody, pulled him out of the truck, and Drew McIntyre drove away. Cody stormed into the ring and demanded Nick Aldis to reinstate on ban Drew McIntyre that Cody Rhodes could beat him up. And will Nick Aldis do it? We don't know. He did not make an announcement about it yet, so that's going to happen. Well, we got Dragunov having an open challenge for the United States title. Remember, Mr. Tommaso Ciampa wants the shot. He didn't get his shot. Tamatoga wants his shot. He didn't get his shot. Carmelo Hayes got his shot. Pretty decent match. And, of course, Carmelo Hayes has tried to get Tommaso and Ciampa mad with everything. Everybody's saying what Tommaso Ciampa is. So it was a pretty decent match between these guys. It's like an NXT rematch with these guys with the NXT title, but this time with the United States title. I enjoyed it, but the winner of that match was Dragunov with a little help from Tommaso Ciampa after Tommaso Ciampa attacked Carmelo Hayes. The referee was distracted, and Carmelo Hayes and Dragunov was distracted. So he thought he won the match with his torpedo finisher, but he didn't win because of Tommaso Ciampa. He won because of Tommaso Ciampa. We heard from Solo Sikoa and the problem that he had with the Wyatt Six. Because if you guys remember, last week, the Wyatt Six, Uncle Howdy, attacked Solo Sikoa after his match against Sami Zayn and his team. So he has something to say about Uncle Howdy, and he says, your family has something that my family wants, and that's the tag team titles. So he thought it was done. So his family walked away. He was still in the ring, and the lights went out. The Wyatt Six popped up. Uncle Howdy was behind Solo Sikoa. And then the MFTs was on the other side of the apron of the ring, making sure that Solo is safe. And then we had a brawl between the MFTs and the Wyatt Six. Even Nikki Cross got herself involved. But the YS6 was standing tall. We got the big man versus the big man. Eric Rowan and Talatanga going at it. I'm hoping we get a tag team title match between those guys, or an 8-man tag team match. But next we got Alexa Bliss versus Kairi Sane. They're trying to get closer to another shot of the tag team titles. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, so they had to face one half of the women's tag team champions. And it was a pretty okay match. The winner of that match was Alexa Bliss, getting closer to a shot. But Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair got attacked by Nia Jax and Lash Legend. And then Nia Jax and Lash Legend attacked the Kabuki Warriors, and they hold up the women's tag team titles like Judgment Day did on Raw. And then we had Jade Cargill versus Elbow Fire. Well, there was a little distraction for Elbow Fire because Julia attacked Chelsea Green outside of the ring. And Elbow Fire was not focused on Jade Cargill, so Jade Cargill did her pump-up boots, and then the Jaded, and gets the win. And then we have Cena's final opponent. The last time is now tournament. Gunther versus LA Knight. Whoever wins will face John Cena at Saturday's main event next Saturday for his last match. It was a pretty decent match. Back and forth. These guys were doing everything they could. But the winner of that match was Gunther. He choked out LA Knight. Can he do the same thing to John Cena? Remember what he did to Goldberg. Goldberg had his last match and it was against Gunther. Cena's last match is against Gunther. Is Cena going to lose or he's going to win? I think he's going to lose. I think he's going to lose. Because they're trying to make Gunther a big guy and a top guy. He made his return. I think Cena's going to lose. It's going to be like Goldberg. He's going to lose. But I think it's going to be a better losing than what Goldberg did. Because Goldberg couldn't wrestle still. Cena could still wrestle. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT's Deadline results. Iron Survivor Challenge is coming up. Are we going to see more of TNA because Santino is pissed off of NXT? We have no idea. We will see what happens on tonight. Tyler's out. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.